Well, all right. So, what up, y'all? It's your boy Van, and we are doing a tip of the cap. But the next 5, 6 videos will be visors in my collection that I accumulated really in the past few years or so. For the most part, but this one's definitely one I got. Well, like I was working at this spot in like '03 as a part-time job, and so let's just go ahead and explain the story. So this one right here is an Orange Julius visor that I got when I worked there years ago. But it's funny because I never really wore hats when I was working here, but like it was really family owned because my parents decided to franchise an Orange Julius store, and it was at a prime location. It was at the Seattle Center House, which is like within the third stone, but it's like the center next to the Space Needle. So there's events that's going on all year round throughout the year, and like the big three that usually happen, um, are this is a folk life festival that happens on the weekend on the Memorial Day weekend, which happened this past weekend. Also the Bite of Seattle, which is in the summer in July, and then Bumper Shoot, which is like the biggest music and arts festival in the region in the Northwest. So and that happens Labor Day weekend. So um, yeah, actually owned my parents owned that place for about let's say 7 years, and then they had a spot in a mall and a kiosk for a couple more years after that, but then they stopped and then they sold it back. So yeah, but during that time, I worked there for like 3.5 years, really while I was in college. So it was a part time job in college, and then like I decided to work holiday holiday season at Banana Republic, so I stopped working there for a little bit. But then like the hours were whack, so I came back and helped out and worked there for like another year and a half before I started working at the bank. So, which is like, yeah, so '07. So like, yeah, I was there for 3.5 years. Um, but yeah, it was really just a part time job, and also just to help out and support the family during those years, and it was just a decent source of income. So it allowed me to buy hats and whatnot, among other things. But yeah, it was cool. It was always nice to like see all the events and all the things that go on throughout the year. But like there was some days too where like it was whack. And working New Year's Eve there because of the show at the Space Needle fireworks display at the Space Needle for New Year's Eve, I hated that personally because I get like you want to be with the crowd and all that, but like after being there the first time, I was like, nah, I was done with this, and being stuck in traffic for like another hour because they shut down the streets for the fireworks show that lasts for like 20 minutes and whatnot. But like I don't know, this happened to be a hat in the collection that I took before we had to shut down that store because the lease was up and they were going to renovate it, and then the lease was going to increase, and we were like, nah, we're not paying that. I think I've been there a couple times since then, but there was really no real reason for me to be there at this point because yeah, I mean it's cool, but it's whatever. But yeah, we have this visor here. I also have like a adjustable hat because it's not a snapback, but it's a Velcro enclosure. So it's a visor. It's done up by a company called Signature Concepts. Um, oh, there's real. I guess you can call it a stash pocket, but it's not really anything you put stuff in. But it's just part of the headband. But yeah, has an Orange Julius branding, which is like, I guess this one's newer, but I didn't realize it was I didn't know Dairy Queen was a parent company of Orange Julius until I started working there. So that's something you can know. So if you're at your Dairy Queen, you can also get an Orange Julius smoothie as well. But like they used to be at the malls and all that, but not so much now. And yeah, their headquarters is in Minnesota. So my sister was a manager, and she was forced to go there because she had to learn how to run the store and all that and inventory. So I helped out a lot with that too, because yeah, it was definitely more of a family business. Like all my family worked there at various points, and to help out during the bigger events. And we also had a few employees over the years that that worked there as well. But it was just there was there because we hired them. So yeah, this is a random visor. It's just more of a memento piece. Or something that's like something I can remember those years by. Obviously, I don't intend to wear it. Really, is more of a collector's item. So, but yeah, you don't really see visors rocked too much nowadays anyway. So, tip of the cap for that. Although I don't miss it, I had some good times working at the Juice, as my friends call it. And we'll smell you later because it's on to the next. So, holla at your boy. This is Van. We out. Peace.